Hey guys, Fortune Heroes and the gang from Team Misplay here. Finally, after a long awaited time, we've come back together to start voicing our opinions again.
What up?
I hate life.
Well, anyway, so as most of you have heard, Toronto is this weekend, and right now we're gonna go through and kind of explain what this ban list means to Toronto and what's gonna go down over there. So first off, some decks you want to look out at Toronto. You're gonna want to watch Infernities, Agents, Evil Swarm. You're gonna want to watch a lot of decks. Let's just say now some decks that are overhyped right now are Infernities, Zombies, the new Dragon Plant deck that people have been talking about. But I mean, it's just it. It's not like that consistent. It's just really good at explosive first plays. So now that I have the guys here, we're going to talk about things that we see and what we're going to expect from this. So I'm gonna let one of them lead off
Oh,
first.
evil swarms. Oh,
Uh,
oh God. I'm sorry.
Cough,
No, go
cough.
ahead, coach.
Uh,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Gun.
I think
Whatever.
all these decks are so overhyped um that a lot of them are going to be cited for, and there's a lot of decks that are flying under the radar that aren't being cited for right now.
Yeah, I'm. I mean, we're talking big scale YCS. I mean, we're going to see a lot of different decks now with this ban list.
Yeah,
Just watch. Coaches are gonna top, and no one's gonna be able to side for them.
Mm-hmm. So, what
Calling
what
right
do you?
now. I'm topping.
All right, so Gun, what decks do you see at the tables?
I see Car Curry because nothing in that deck got touched, and it can run like Beast and Barkion and Trapstone, and it's like shits on your stuff. I can see Infernities, but I the thing is with Infernities, like if you open with more than one monster and no discard outlet, you're losing.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Dragon Ruler plants, but like the only reason I see that doing any good is because they run skill drain.
All right. Well, with his limited knowledge, we'll let Sound go off and try to name things.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's a very good idea. Well, I mean, with more plague spreaders, possibly the Infernos could be a little bit better. But I'm not sure. Besides that, how the meta will change for better or for worse. The only thing is that the lower decks, the the non quick decks, they'll have more of a chance, especially now with. Well, actually, no, never mind. They'll have less of a chance with all the stuns that just completely got demolished over the ban list.
I
So,
think TG Sun's gonna do good. I think TG Sun should take it.
Mhm. Now,
with
here's one that I'm gonna piss off Gun here for a second. Fire Fist.
it.
No one has been talking about Fire Fist yet. That's some. That's scary to me. I don't understand why no one would talk about this deck, but at the same time, I told him myself that it's probably because it's probably the most talked about thing ever. So they just stopped and want to give the lesser known decks, like the stuff that are being overhyped right now. Those were lesser known decks before this ban list was introduced.
The unorthodox, like the weird ones.
Hmm. Which is why I see Fire Fist flying under the radar and seeing top tables. Another perfect example of this would probably be Tidal Mermails, but that's just because I'm a Mermail player. But in reality, Dragoons in this Diva hit slowed it down. It didn't stop it. Like
No, it did not.
like if they were to implement the OCG ban list, then Gen X would probably see more play than the mono mill build right now. But the mono mill build is amazing right now, and it's going to be under the radar because people think mermails are dead now because Dragoons is gone, Diva is gone. They lost their explosive plays. Well, I've tested the deck, I've seen the deck, and I've looked at deck profiles of what people are doing after the ban list, and it looks promising right now.
We all know that evil swarms are the shit. All right, guys. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay.
That is true.
They are pretty good,
Right.
but I don't feel.
I mean, think of it this way: Evil Swarms will become a new anti-meta deck, more or less. It's going to be one of those slower decks where it will have answers to things to get rid of them. It won't be more. It won't be one-dimensional like it was when prophecies and dragons were running rampant.
No. The only advantage it's had now is that with all the lack of traps, those infestations would be a lot more helpful.
Yes. So it's gonna play a lot like Constellars do now, which is like spam XE fast and good at protection.
Oh yeah, that's something that people aren't talking about either. Constellars.
Mm-hmm.
People need to start talking about Constellars because that if that deck goes unnoticed, that deck can tear shit
People need
up.
to start talking about worms and crap, dude.
Worms.
Oh yeah.
I love.
One little honorable mention I have is gadgets.
Gadgets
Mm.
will do good, but that's because they're very consistent for anti-meta.
Yeah,
Gadgets have always been a thing, though. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, there's no stopping it. Ultimate offering gone. Oh, you just killed an OTK combo. They'll just come back.
true, but kind of hurts with ultimate offering gone. It does kill a lot of decks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not kill,
Uh,
but
you
tremendously.
yeah, you hurt the gadget deck and you hurt Medolce's pretty bad. But the thing is, with those two decks, I mean, gadgets can survive without ultimate offering. Medolce slow down a little bit more without that ultimate offering play that they had.
Yeah, well, the new Madolches now don't even need it. They got like food cake and all that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, Toronto's going to be interesting. Let's just say that Toronto's going to be one of those experimental YCSs where you're just going to see everything. You're going to see a variety, which is something you don't ever see in this game ever anymore.
So all right, to finish it off, who do you think's gonna win? Come on, make a deck list. Who's gonna win?
I don't have a person, but I believe
Not
I'm gonna I'm gonna take Fire Fist on this one. I'm gonna go with Gun Instinct. Fire Fist take this YCS.
Yeah,
a gun. What do you think?
I'm gonna say either Fire Fists or Car Curry.
Um, I am actually just mixed feelings right here. I'll probably just say Fire Fist as well, just because they're actually pretty good right now.
So yeah, got 3/4 for Fire Fist. That's gonna do it for this video. We'll have another video up after Toronto to talk about our predictions and what happened pretty much through what we learned because we're not there. So anyway,
If they top, then just rest assured we're gonna get everything else right too.
yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is Fortune Heroes and the team signing out. Later.